Enhance.
See the molecules.
Bloodseeker's RPL is
I mean, like, okay.
Void.
Avoid, yeah, that's a meta hero.
Yeah, I saw that they played it in the...
There's a blood
Whisper in the
grenade to
time
offer
being.
for Whisper here.
Yeah, he has 3 stacks of sticky napalm, but Whisper actually just stands his ground and dies.
Blade. It's really good against bad.
Yeah, that's
So-
true. Ollie putting down the Nether Ward as Panda has come through the gate to try to gank here. 23 Savage, obviously a bit of difficult kill, but they have the burst damage with the Fade Bolt and the Firefly from Whisper. That should be enough. They'll be able to clean up Ollie as well, so a double
That
kill
is
for Whisper,
big.
which was much needed. Mission's over because he is, we're gonna see the Flame Break from Whisper. He's level 4 right now. Matthew, he's taking the brunt of the damage though from Ollie. But if they can get this kill on 23 Savage, it'll be all worth it. Whisper continuing on, 5 stacks of sticky napalm, and that is another kill for Whisper, and another death for 23 Savage. Whisper, all right, they're gonna clean it up with Makoto's transition. That's the first time he's left that mid lane.
One thing can also be bad, in which case the enemy can really itemize effectively by buying Solar Crest, etc. So maybe you do go the magic route to
Panda
mix
is
things
dead.
up.
Makoto getting a very nice arcane
Nice
rune.
and easy.
That is one thing that Talon have been, I don't know if they've really been controlling it per se, but Makoto has guessed right twice in a row. So Seasma has yet to get a rune. As we can see, the first lasso of the game now in the top lane. Q getting burned down. Makoto's coming though. Go with that arcane rune activated, now trying to turn this around onto Whisper. There's the first RP of the game, and that's going to lead to the death of the bat. So it's a 1-for-1, although C-Smile finally making his transition over.
Yeah.
Ollie with the heals from the high ground.
The dangerous ganking Underlord. He throws down a Firestorm, and then you run. Yeah, I mean,
That is the weird part about Underlord mid, but
Absolutely.
getting a lot of levels. There's the Astral Step onto Panda. Aether Remnant connects.
Bonus
Should
kill
lead to
from
another
Makoto.
kill.
Reds, as well as Lotus, is very tanky.
Yeah, Makoto's going to initiate, and Q's on the back line, though, but Whisper's taking the brunt of the damage. He will be bursted down. There was a TP. I think it was just canceled out from EG. So Matthew might be in a bit of trouble if the Aether Remnant does connect here. Coming out, able to side, nope. Actually finds the connection. Resonant Pulse to follow. Matthew just trying to stand his ground. He actually steals the life drain, but...
Oh, hello.
Okay, he will live! Oh my god. All right.
I almost want to say need if they want to win the game. I think Refresher Void is something you have to have in the back of your mind as the carry already here, because it will be a long and slow game. So maybe the Scotty will be the item of choice after Maelstrom. Is that crazy?
Why not? We've seen crazier things at this tournament.
Jab's
As
going to break the
Jab-
smoke here.
Yep, the Underlord Pit comes out. I don't think they have the damage to burst him through. He's already at half HP, though. As Matthew getting gone on from the sideline, that's going to be bursted down. He gets the shield up temporarily as Q. He's going to be the first to
Oh,
drop.
that's a good chain for... Oh,
Still-
that was really unlucky.
We have the Chronosphere still available for Pakaz as the lasso finds Ollie. That'll be an easy cleanup for them, so that ends up being a 2-for-0 as Pakaz finally uses the Chronosphere, but it's on literally nobody but his teammate. It actually sets up Jabs' RP. Panda is donezo. Pakaz might have to rethink his priorities here as C-Smile will be skewered back into the tower and brought down to his knees. Sunder from 23 Savage. Pakaz has to be careful as Jabs, he's burning to the ground.
they're so
One more right click will
low.
do it. He will fall eventually. 23 Savage jumped in onto Pakaz. Is this enough to take him out? It is. Double kill for Whisper. Lots of kills all the way around. And somehow Pakaz lives throughout this fight.
Great.
I've been seeing a lot of Echo Saber Desos. Not sure if that's what he's going to opt for.
Yeah, I don't know if BKB Void Spirit is the best here. Yeah.
They have the
Eyeing him
jump
up.
there. The start out with the Aether Remnant into the RP, and he is deleted.
Nicely executed.
Great
there.
setup from Talon.
Clean. They do have to use the RP for that, but that's just the nature of killing Void in this game. You have 2 stuns, you have Aether Remnant, and you have RP, and 1 isn't enough. So you have to burn them, but they don't settle. They're immediately going to look for more here.
Oh, they-
Smoke move mid.
Yep. And Matthew looks to be the recipient of this.
that damage.
Easy kill again for Impactful.
Yeah.
Just adding net worth, just to add net worth, which is not always good.
Always in
Ollie,
trouble.
lasso. Whisper should be able to clean him up, and he does. A Roche as EG are also going to smoke up.
Ourselves a schmuck. Yep.
BKB
Whisper's going
on
to
the
TP down.
TV now. Makoto, his is going to pop. He's going to focus on Matthew, but the telekinesis instantly will be able to dissimulate away as Lasso comes out just in time on the Voice Spirits. The Chronosphere onto 3 heroes. Do they have the follow-up damage? Firestorm's doing quite a bit, but 23 Savage pops his BKB. Very low HP, looking for a Sunder target. Finally gets one, but I think that was on a teammate. As Pakaz pops his BKB, the RP's going to be faked out. C-Smile on the run now, as this was a 1-for-1 with the buyback, that finally the RP comes out, and it is on the tanky Underlord, which they eventually take out. as 3 dead for EG. And the buyback's coming in from the Lich now, as Makoto, at half health, has that shield rune activated as well. He's getting burned to his crisp as well, but there's the healing coming out from Ollie. Is it enough to keep him alive? Another assimilate onto the backside, will stay alive as a result. Lotuses are available for 23 Savage, but he will actually channel them during this fight. And his meta's running out, so let's be a bit careful.
Oh, here he comes. Nah, they don't look too interested in pursuing it right now.
Ollie placing another ward down. Panda, he gets blown up.
Surprise.
Always a classic for these big tournaments. And he will pick it up successfully.
The SEA got hit by the frog gun.
That extra 5, though, you don't want those even numbers, that's for sure. That would be too strong.
They ran the simulation, and this was the perfect number.
Well,
AI is here to save us.
Considering nobody takes the other talent, I don't know if that's actually true, you know? We have a lasso initiation. Ollie gets off the Glimmer Cape, but they're going to be able to dust him as C-Smile. He's taking a lot of damage from this Terrorblade. You can see the reverse timeout from Pakaz. Harpoon attempt from Jabs is not successful.
Really good psychic
C-Smile
headband.
still getting pursued by Makoto, but his BKB is now going away. There's a heal coming out from Matthew on a C-Smile, so they're able to reset successfully as the Chronosphere finds 1. It is the Coddle, which is an important kill. Actually, it was 2 with the Fat Magnus inside. BKB from Pakaz. RP still available, able to expend it onto this Void. Do they have enough damage to actually finish him off? And they do. He does have his buyback, as C-Smile did get off that Crimson Guard, which is why it's taking them so long to finish him off. But eventually they will. The Astral Steps will hurt. Actually, he's the one that pops the double, or has the double damage.
Oh, yeah.
So that
Double damage,
more
Daedalus,
disgusting.
and Empower.
Initiation from Whisper.
Oh, the Sunder
And
play.
the Sunder, yeah, he already has half HP. He's going to get the Skewer off in the meantime, and Whisper's going to get destroyed for his transgressions, and Matthew and company will have to back away. See if they can wait out this meta, as they can see the double damage is there from Makoto. Smile. Oh, the RP only finding 1, but they still might be able to win this fight outright. 3 dead just like that in favor of Talon. Pakaz gets off the Chronosphere, but the Sunder from 23 Savage, saving his Magnus. Beautifully done, as the Lich Chainfrost not doing as much as they would want. Pakaz, Nullifier applied to him, wants to continue to try to kill 23 Savage. Has to be careful, though, because C-Smile in the area, gets off the Lotus, or the Atos, I should say, and 23 Savage is getting healed from inside the pit. Is this going to be enough to actually save him? Pakaz pops to BKB, getting some bashes. 23 Savage is running for his life. Another bash is there. Jab finally getting in there. They do clean up the Terrorblade, but how much will it cost? Pakaz able to find another one for himself. Dissimulate from Makoto will keep him alive, and EG able to find something after basically getting team wiped. Unbelievable turnout from EG. Good after that last fight.
And it's all going to come down to who gets the initiation, right? If Bad Rider finds a good pick and Talon try to help and they set themselves up for a 2 or 3 man chrono, the fight's just over on the spot, more or less. Got to be really, really careful about your positioning. At the same time, EG need to not clump up for an RP, so both teams need to play angles, need to play range. There we see the skewer. This will start things off.
Yeah, they're going to start it out on the tankiest target. Nullifier applied to him. They're already at half health, though. Illuminate coming in as well. He actually gets deleted. 100 seconds down for Underlord. No follow-up from EG. Oh, now Whisper gets off the lasso onto the Void Spirit. There's a Sinister Gaze as well, and somehow they find Makoto after the fact. So a 1-for-1, very surprising turn of events after the initial Jabs initiation. Looking forward again, but not going to find it. Gem on the ground. Jabs will pick it up. Going to take a flame break for his troubles. Pakaz in and out.
This is starting to get awkward now for Talon because they're starting to get stickied up. Bad Rider with the gem flying around here as well. Keeps canceling Jab's Blink Dagger non-stop. But needs to be careful running into the enemy vision and will back off.
His meta's not going to last forever.
Yep.
There's a window on the time that they can fight. They do have the buyback on the Void Spirit while the Underlord does not have it for EG, so that is something also to keep in mind.
Solo this slow and steady. He'll take slight bits of damage. That'll be quite a bit more when the Terrorblade Illusions start bothering him here.
Yep.
A walk in and out.
Gonna be pretty healthy.
They have Panda in range as well with the Glimmer Cape as well as Frost Shield.
The initiation onto the Terrorblade. Very, very good target to get if they can actually kill him, but Whisper dies instead. Pakaz a little bit late with the Chronosphere, and you can see the heals from the other side from Ollie, keeping the TB alive. Chainfrost comes out, doing a good amount of damage. As Ollie, he's going to turn his sights to death because Because takes him out. And meanwhile, close to the gates, we're having a major fight as Whisper somehow able to live. Skewer not going to connect from Jabs. Has to kind of reset now. Gets Flame Break back into the Firestorm. Jabs will skewer away. Because still wants to fight. Remember, Roche was not taken out yet. The Crimson Guard has popped in. They're able to take out another member of Talon. And Makoto, he gets dropped to the deck. 80 seconds, but does have buyback. If they want to try and contest, knowing that this Bat Rider will not be back anytime soon. Blinding Light, forcing C-Smile away. 23 Savage uses his Sunder. Now has the meta. Nullifier applied to C-Smile. There's the Skewer back. Not able to find the initial target, but they'll take C-Smile instead and be happy with it. And now maybe Talon can be the ones to take out Roche.
It's just too many things to go over, but at the end of the day, they do edge it out. And then you have the immediate value of that item, and then when you get the Terror Wave, you can blink behind enemy supports and just blast them.
Pakaz has found the RP, Skewer back. Do they have the control? The Fear as well? Aether Remnant, Pakaz gets the BKB off, and the Chronosphere on basically everybody. Do they have the damage to actually finish everybody off, though? They get the Kato. Makoto getting healed from the sideline. 23 Savage. He's getting finally the Sunder onto C-Smile, but he is still controlled horribly on the back line as Ollie getting cleaned up by Pakaz thanks to that Nullifier. That is the Aegis down. EG. What a turnaround. Somehow Pakaz lives. They're going to get this easy cleanup kill now onto 23 Savage. And that is disastrous for Talon.
Shannon, yeah, fortunately for Talon, both their side lane tier 2s are still up.
Yeah, but they can just try to go for the throne. They're going to try and force it. They only get the tier 3, now going for the tier 4s without having a Rax at all. Magnus, that is somebody you do have to be careful with. The Skewer into Fountain is definitely real. And they're going to back off before that first tier 4 falls, so maybe they are going to be happy with just getting the set of racks in the mid lane.
This is a pretty clever tier 4 force because they accomplish two things. First of all, they get a read on enemy buyback status. And secondly, they have enough time that if one hero buys back, they can still get the same objective they would otherwise.
Right.
But now that's what I mean. Like, sometimes a second is everything. And 10% empower damage and cleave is obviously also, make the kill easier, but don't know if it compensates for a full 0.8 seconds there.
BKB already activated. Jabs uses the RP on just the Rubik, but there's a Chronosphere coming in from Pakaz on the two heroes. Fear's not going to do anything from 23 Savage. He walks into the Chronosphere. Finally gets off his meta. Nullifier applied to Ollie, and I don't know if Pakaz can actually finish off. The second Chronosphere comes onto two heroes, blocking off the path for Q to get back to his home. Pugna bought back and died immediately. Now the focus is on this Terrorblade. He's going to get stun locked and brought down. He does have buyback, but okay, they get the Void inside the fountain, but able to time walk away.
He is so
23 Savage bought back.
Tanky on Void.
He does not have meta, though. We'll see how much he can actually do here. C-Smile's completely out of mana. Okay, the nice Sinister Gaze to stop the combo, and the lasso to follow it up. Jabs in the middle of nowhere. Gets off the Skewer, will connect on the C-Smile. Pakaz jumps in to try to finish off Jabs in the meantime. 23 Savage. He's getting a bit low, has to be careful. Might need to sidestep, gets off the Sunder. Pakaz just time walks it away, on top of Q now, but there's the, okay, he's gonna use, Jabs can't get the opening at all. He cannot get these clean combos with the Harpoon. For the rest of EG, focusing now on the second set of barracks, knowing that this Pugna cannot buy back. Obviously still have to be a bit careful because these Skewers can definitely be an issue if properly executed. So two sets of racks for EG, and they're going to back away. And we can see that Roche has now spawned, and they should know that Roche is up now.
Yeah, it spawned quite a while ago, right? This is a 100% guaranteed spawn. Okay.
Initiation. Okay.
Find the Rubik.
Yeah, they find something finally. 90 seconds of no Rubik is...
Pressure orb in that fight. I think every fight you take now as Talon is stupidly hard against the two RPs. They're going to try for the assassination here.
But Whisper with the counter initiation onto Jabs, and now Pakaz focusing on him. The Fear from the outline, 23 Savage able to control just a bit. But now the focus is on the C-Smile as 23 Savage runs away. Whisper, it's a 1v1 battle between him and Makoto, but Pakaz, he wants to try to counteract that.
No
we have the vision for Makoto, no. So no kills in that little mini engagement. Very tense here.
RP is now online.
Yep, Pakaz, he's showing himself. Jabs, he wants the opening, but he's going to be stuck inside that pit. Okay, gets off the skewer, nullifier, a lot of damage being applied by the Terror Blade, but Pakaz has the Chronosphere onto 3. Again, the heals come out, but it's not going to be enough. Pakaz just destroys everybody. Will-O-Wisp a little bit too slow there, and the rest of Talon have to back away. And with this, EG, they can just get this next Roche.
I mean, he was serving himself.
9 Faceless Void. Now just focusing on the barracks. And I think you're right, Talon might just have to give this up and try to defend against Megas, but with the Aegis and Cheese on the side of EG, this is going to be very, very tough. The tier 4 falls because it was very low from the beginning, basically, as Jabs looking for the opening, but not able to find the skewer. That is what they need, something big into the fountain. But now the last tier 4 goes down. EG can try to focus down the racks. Will-O-Wisp is going to delay it just a little bit. Is now the Ancient getting hit a bit. Jabs with a nice skewer onto 2. The RP to follow, but they're not in the fountain quite yet. They get bounced back just a little bit, and that's going to be the death of C-Smile. He buys back into the game. Makoto now trying to focus on the supports on the backline. Eon this does proc. Makoto has to kind of re-engage here. There's the double lasso, but that's on an illusion. Doesn't matter. As long as the Terror Blade is one of them, that's all you need. The Chronosphere to follow now. No Terror Blade at all. Should be the end of this game. A second Chronosphere to come. Do they have the damage? Absolutely. EG absolutely crushing mid-game and thereon as they will take game number 1.
What a great game from EG. I mean, and also a solid game from Talon. They just run into a wall at some point. They run out of damage for this Faceless Void. He becomes too big. You give this Void Glimmer, you give him the Frost Shield, you send him in there, you bait them out, you force the big spells, and ultimately just got too big. Had the Empower for a little bit this game, for a little bit extra ramp up. His Midas pays off.
I wish we could look at a stat for